Hey hello guys, welcome to WIKI VOX channel where the search for the truth begins. America's first stage of attack against China is over. America faced a huge loss in the first stage of the attack. We discussed in part 1 that America's second stage of attack will be perfectly planned and executed. What is this perfect strategy? Is it possible to land the troops in China easily? No, America has to ask for help from its ally countries in this war. When America is fighting against China, Iran may declare war against America and ally with China. What will be the actions or decisions of North Korea and Russia? How will India's entry into the war change the course of the war? Let's discuss this in part 2. Within the last 2 months, nearly 16 times America's face-off with China has happened. America says that China is provoking Taiwan, so they will send their aircraft carriers and submarines to support Taiwan. America's jet fighters fly near Taiwan. China also sends warplanes into the Taiwan Strait. China also conducts military exercises in its regions near the sea. There have been many issues. Now let's continue with our prediction war. America has lost its first stage of attack. Both countries will try to hack the systems of the other country. America will now have the capability to predict China's next move. The American hackers will try to steal the information from army websites and servers of China. The first drone attack which has been launched against China will be a success. These drones will return to their military bases, which contains valuable information of all Chinese military bases, locations and their missile launch systems. The drones will also carry information on the strategies of China and the server locations. America will try to hack the servers in the location which is given by the drones. America will try to disable the technology of China. How much time would America need to disable the Chinese systems? For Chinese troops to reach Taiwan, it will take 7 hours. The first stage of attack would have happened within these 7 hours. Can the Chinese army survive 7 hours and take control of Taiwan? No, the Chinese army cannot do it. Taiwan is well prepared. Taiwan has been planning for this moment for nearly 30 years, so they have planned it perfectly. Taiwan's infrastructure is great. Per capita income of Taiwan is greater than China. Taiwan's technology will also be helpful in this war. If the Chinese army sends a large force to invade Taiwan, they can only enter Taiwan through 2 locations which are only 10% of Taiwan region. These 2 routes are the only possible ways for China to enter Taiwan. The remaining regions are forests and mountains where the Chinese army will be unable to enter. Thus, Taiwan is naturally secure. Their defense system will be on full alert. So, 7 hours may extend to 14 to 15 hours for China to reach Taiwan. America by this time will have a list of countries which are against China. America will request help from these countries. Japan will declare war. South Korea will also enter the war. South Korea knows that North Korea will not be directly involved in this war, but indirectly North Korea will support China. North Korea's biggest enemy is Japan. So to fight against China and North Korea, Japan will declare war. What are Japanese strategies for this war? The Prime Minister of Japan is Suga. Suga's foreign meetings are happening now. He has travelled to Indonesia and Vietnam. There is world politics happening here. Indonesia and Vietnam are against China for claiming ownership over their regions. Indonesia and Vietnam will support Japan. These 2 countries will secure their borders. Vietnam will try to reoccupy the islands which has been claimed ownership by China. So the first island of chains will act against China now. China's routes will be shut down and blocked. Next comes India's border. There will be a communication from America to India stating to protect the borders of India with China. India will bring the border disputes and will station its troops in China and Pakistan borders. The reason is until today, India and China have not retreated from the Ladakh region. nearly 60,000 Indian soldiers have been deployed at the border. If China goes to war with Taiwan, China will be concentrating in attacking Taiwan. America will try to change the concentration of China towards India. America will send a request to India. America permission to use the Kolkata port. India will accept the request. The European Union's NATO forces will come to the Kolkata port. These troops will be stationed against China. One half will stay and the other half will go towards Pakistan and Iran. America will take over Pakistan's Gwadar port. Pakistan cannot oppose America. So without any opposition from Pakistan, America will take over Gwadar port. India's troops will be deployed at the Pakistan and Chinese borders. China will have to fight against America, Japan, Vietnam and Taiwan. Still, China has the world's largest army, but this large army is not experienced or veterans in war. 40% of China's navy will be destroyed solely by America. If India and Japan contribute, China will face a huge loss. The next wave of missiles and aircraft attacks will continue against China. When the attack is happening, China will have a discussion with Russia. China will ask for help from Russia. Russia will accept help but not for the CCP regime but to help the Chinese people. Food and medical supplies will be directly supplied by Russia to China. Russia will sell weapons to China indirectly. Russia will also ask China to give back the regions which are occupied by China now. This will be the agreement between Russia and China. Russia will not be directly involved in this war. But Russia will say it is ready to become the negotiator for a ceasefire. The same way Russia became the negotiator for the Armenia and Azerbaijan war. Russia will request that it acts as negotiator in the war. Russia will not be directly involved in this war, but indirectly it will export weapons to China. Russia's wealth will increase dramatically if this war happens. China's export and import during the war will be completely stopped or blocked. When many countries are against China, what will be China's next move? China will give a warning that it will use nuclear weapons in the war. When this warning comes out, the allied countries will furiously attack China with their full power. During this time, India will try to reclaim its lost regions Akshay Chin. There are chances that India will try to reclaim Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. India will be helped by the Quad countries. Using this opportunity, India will reclaim its lost territories. India has to fight through to reclaim the lost lands. North Korea and Iran will remain silent because they have no other way to act. Turkey is ready to attack. If Turkey supports China, it will become a world war. Turkey will avoid World War III, so they will not support China directly. If Turkey supports China, there will be a huge change in the Arab countries. This will be the entry point of Israel. If Israel enters the war, the weapons of Israel will be provided to the allied countries. Israel will supply weapons to India and America. These weapons will be the most advanced weaponry. The world is yet to know the advanced technology which is available in Israel. China openly showcases its strength to show their military power to cause fear. But Israel doesn't need to show its strength, but it has hidden many technologies which can be used in war. So Israel will give the advanced technology and weaponry to the allied countries to wage war against China. This is the reason Turkey will not enter into the war. But Turkey will strengthen their position in the Syrian border. When Turkey eyes for Syria, this war between China versus Taiwan will become Turkey versus Russia. So the countries using this war will try to take control of their lost territories to other enemy countries. So the world will be at war. When this happens, there will be a war cry to defeat China by many countries. Britain will station its drones against China. France will want to help India by sending troops to defeat China. If China attacks these troops, France will declare war against China. Thus, the European Union, America and India declare war against China. This will become three front lines for the Chinese PLA. Countries which are in South China like Vietnam, Indonesia, the Philippines will destroy the artificial islands which are created by China. Then they will rebuild their military bases in these islands. When China gives a warning of usage of nuclear weapons, the international community will together oppose China and will declare and recognize Taiwan as a separate country. The very next day, America will say that it is going to build a military base in Taiwan. The reason is Taiwan will be a separate country. America will build its military base in Taiwan. If this happens, China can't even think about Taiwan for the next 10 years. The Hong Kong people will start to rebel against the Chinese evil CCP regime. Tibetan people will also rebel against China with the help of India and Indians. If India declares war against China, Tibetan revolutionaries or freedom fighters will be on the front lines of India to attack China in the Indian army. Tibet will ask for a separate country. Hong Kong will do the same. China will have a civil crisis in its hands. Russia will use this to their advantage. Russia knows that one day or the other it has to go to war with China. Russia's strategy will be not to help China but destroy them completely. Russia will try to go back to its roots as the leader of the communist countries and it will try to use this war. This is the prediction if there is a war between China and Taiwan. You may ask us a question. What do Taiwan people wish for? Only 1.5% of the total population thinks that Taiwan must be a part of China. The remaining majority of the people think and say that they will never join with China and they need a separate country. 5 to 6 years ago, the opposition to China was only 40 to 50%. But China's way of handling Hong Kong and the laws passed against Hong Kong instilled fear among the Taiwan people. This is the reason 98.5% of Taiwan people hate China and want a separate country. More than 70% of the Taiwan people believe if there is an invasion by China, they will be supported by America. The agreements which were signed in 1979 and 1995, China thought of invading Taiwan and America stationed 2 aircraft carriers to help Taiwan, thus resulting in a Chinese retreat. So based on the history and the events which are happening now, world analysts confirm that Taiwan will be a separate country. They have predicted that this will happen within 2035. But China has recently said to prepare for war to claim Taiwan. China is also not retreating from India-China border. China's aggressive stance against America, this all will lead to a war crisis. This is the prediction. What will happen after the China-Taiwan war? How will relations be with Russia and China? Will Russia once again become Soviet Union Russia? Will the Ottoman Empire be created again? Who is India's real enemy? Is it China or Pakistan? No, they are not India's real enemies. Analysts say it is Turkey. What is the truth behind this theory? The history will be retold. The truth which is known to us and which is unknown and hidden from us will be revealed. Comments about this video are most welcome. Please do subscribe and share for more content to WIKI VOX, the voice of Tamil Pokkisham. Please give a like to this video and please hit the notification icon. Nandri, Vanakkam.